Dear students, welcome to the lecture session on synchronous motor drives under Module 5, Part 2. Okay, it is a continuation of last video lecture, Part 1. Okay, this is the syllabus slide. Okay, so today I am going to discuss the permanent magnet AC motors drives. PMAC, that is nothing but permanent magnet AC motor drives. Okay. So under that today I am going to discuss the sinusoidal PMAC motor drives, and next one is brushless DC motor drives. Okay, let us have a glance on permanent magnet AC motor. So here the permanent magnet synchronous motors, now commonly known as permanent magnet AC motors, they are classified based on the nature of voltage induced in the stator as sinusoidally excited and trapezoidal excited. Okay, so the PMAC motors, in other words, can say that it is classified based on the nature of voltage induced in the stator. So yes, we are exciting the supply to stator, so in that it will be induced voltage is two types of nature. One is sinusoidally and another one is trapezoidal excited. So I will elaborate how we are getting the trapezoidal. Okay, yes, already you come across sinusoidally, right? So I will elaborate and I will discuss. Just now you have to please note it. The stator is excited with help of source, AC source. So here what it will be happens, the sinusoidally excited one motor we will say, and the another one is trapezoidal excited. So with this, the broadly it is classified as these two categories. Okay, these PMAC motors are commonly known as sinusoidally PMAC and trapezoidal PMAC, depending upon the how the voltage is induced in the stator. Okay, so here in this slide, a sinusoidal PMAC motor has distributed winding. So it's nothing but what it is similar to the our earlier I have discussed the synchronous motor. Okay, so distributed winding in the stator. The stator of the trapezoidal PMAC motor has concentrated windings and rotor with a wide pole arc. So wide pole arc means it will be like that, it will be covers, wide it is. Okay, the voltage induced in the stator phase as a trapezoidal waveform. The stator, what it is, the induced EMF is in trapezoidal waveform. So here the trapezoidal, how we are getting means we are giving a pulsed supply to the stator using an inverter. Okay, I will discuss later as I told. Okay, so just now we have to assume that there will be a pulsed trapezoidal waveforms we are getting in the stator. Okay, induced voltage in the stator is trapezoidal waveform. Okay, so now here the last one more point is very important here. The self-controlled variable frequency drives employing a trapezoidal PMAC motor are now called brushless DC motor. Okay, or trapezoidal PMAC motor. Okay, so here we are using a self-controlled variable frequency drives. It is not true control. Last class I have discussed about the true control and self-controlled. Okay, so here the self-controlled variable frequency drives employing a trapezoidal PMAC motor. It is also called as a brushless DC motor. Why it is called brushless means this motor is not having the brush, as in the conventional DC motor there will be a commutator over there will be a brush. Okay, so here it is not there. Okay, hence it is called brushless DC motor drives. Okay, or trapezoidal PMAC motor drives. Okay, so here the sinusoidal PMAC motor, so permanent magnet AC motor sinusoidal. So here in this, since the voltage is induced in the stator phase of a sinusoid, hence it is called sinusoidal PMAC motor drives. Or sinusoidal, ideally the three stator phases must be supplied with variable frequency sinusoidal voltage or current with a phase difference of 120 degree between them. So it is a same as in the synchronous machine what we have discussed. Okay, so the we are applying here sinusoidal voltage only to the stator. Okay, let us discuss about here. I'm going sorry. Here I am going to discuss about the brushless DC motor. Okay, so this slide will gives the detail about the brushless DC motor. The brushless DC motor consists of a rotor in form of permanent magnet and stator in form of polyphase armature winding. So what it is? Rotor in form of permanent magnet and stator in form of polyphase armature winding. Okay, so in differ from conventional DC motor. So as already I have told, it is differ from the conventional DC motor. So it does not contains brushes and commutation. Okay, so here what it is there, it is done by using the electrically. So here we are using the inverter. Okay, so and that pulsed supply you are giving to the stator winding, and it will be behaves how it is there. I will explain later. Okay, anyhow, using a electronic drive to feed the stator winding. Okay, so I repeat here, I conclude this is a very important. Try to understand the brushless DC motor consists the rotor in the form of permanent magnet. First point. Second one is stator in the form of polyphase armature winding. Okay. Third point is the brushless DC motors does not contain the brush. Okay, hence its name is called brushless. Okay, and it will be done by using the electronic drive to feed the stator winding. What is the meaning here? Electronic drive to feed the stator winding means here you are using a inverter. Okay, so inverter, three-phase inverter you are using. Three-phase inverter you are using. Okay, so this we are feeding to the motor, whereas inverter is supplied to the DC supply. I repeat here, the term DC motor I am using here. Okay, don't confuse it. So what it is, the DC motor is means it is basically what it is there, you are feeding the DC supply to the inverter. No, inverter is what? Inverter it converts DC to the AC. Okay, but you are using the inverter to operate this, overcome this problem, the what without brush and the commutation, you are using a electronic drive. Okay, to feed the stator winding. So electronic drive is nothing but, I will tell you that once again, the inverter itself, right? Inverter, what it is there, inverter is nothing but what? It converts DC to the AC, right? So hence you are giving the DC to the inverter, and from the inverter you are giving to the motor. Hence it is called DC motor drive, brushless DC motor it is mentioning. Okay, I hope it is clear, right? So in this slide, in BLDC motor, stator and rotor flux maintain constant angle between them, similar to the DC motor. Okay, so brushless DC motor BLDC is actually DC powered. So as I just now I told, it is DC powered, but an inverter is connected to which converts it to AC. Already I told, I have explained the inverter required DC supply, and output of the inverter is given to the motor. Okay. The controller is a static unit which converts DC into pulsed AC. See, this is a very important point one. Please note it. What it is? Pulsed AC. Whereas rotor is an electromagnetic rotating machine which runs on pulsed AC. Hence here we are not giving a sinusoidal voltage to the stator, pulsed AC we are giving. Hence the induced voltage in the stator, I repeat here, induced voltage in the stator is becomes here trapezoidal. Hence it is called the trapezoidal motor. Okay, so the last point once again, sorry. A BLDC motor, is also called DC synchronous motor or electronically commutated DC motor. I repeat here, electronically commutated DC motor. The motor thus works like a synchronous motor. Okay, so this is the related information about the brushless DC motor construction details. Okay, here I put one figure so that it will be more clear to understand. Okay, so here if you are looking to this figure, okay, so now this is our rotor electromagnet, sorry, magnet, permanent magnet, please don't confuse, permanent magnet. Okay, so this is rotor and this is the stator coils. Here it is given. Okay, number of pair of coils are concentrated, winding is done here. Okay, so stator winding. Okay. So if the pulsed AC supply is given to this stator winding, what it will be happens, these are will be becomes like electromagnets. This is permanent magnet. I repeat, rotor is in a permanent magnet and these are in electromagnets, pair of electromagnets we can say. Okay, when you are excited A1 and A2, what it will be happens, it will be creates opposite poles. For an example, assume that this it will be A1 is south pole and this one it will be north pole. What it will be happens in this case, the south and north, okay, permanent magnet north, stator winding south, so that it will be attracts. So now the excitation will be done in a sequence. In a sequence means what? I am removing this excitation A1 and A2, R phase we can say, A phase we can say. Okay, so any R or A you can use the notation. Okay, so here when R phase you are given to this, the stator winding induces voltage with a pole of S and N, here S and here N. Okay, next what I will do, I am removing the voltage to this coil. Next I will apply to the B1 phase. Okay, this is winding is like that. I repeat here, it will be goes to the here and it will be comes to the back to the this. Okay, so next what I will do, the next sequence I am giving a supply to the B1. Okay, so what it will be happens here, the sequence A is removed, the de-energized we can say, it will be removed and it will be energized here. So what it will be happens, again assume that this B is S pole and here is N pole. So what it will be happens, sorry, not this one, B2. Okay, I repeat here once I will clear. Okay, B1 is becomes, the pole is south and this it will becomes north. So what it will be happens, this rotor will be moved to the in this position. Now the my rotor position is like that. Okay, next what I will do, the excitation to B1 I will remove. Next I will give to the C1. What it will be happens, so the C1, assume that the pole will be becomes S and N. So now the rotor position, what it will be happens, rotor position will be becomes in this. Okay, N and S. So like that the clockwise rotation I will get. Okay, it depends upon you that how your excitation you are done, right? So if you want to go for the anti-clockwise, that is also possible by giving the excitation sequence to the C2, C1 instead of B1 and B2. So anti-clockwise I will get. Okay. So this is the construction. Okay, construction of brushless DC motor. Now here I will just point out the what are the things here. So this is my stator. Okay, stator coils, and this is the permanent magnet rotor. Okay, rotor. And here there are two types. Okay, external stator and internal stator brushless DC motor. What it is, for an first one is external stator. So the stator is external. So if you are looking to this, the stator winding is placed here. Okay, external stator, and the rotor is internal. So we can say that rotor also or rotor, internal rotor motor or external stator motor, both we can say, right? So the internal means this is the internal rotor. Whereas come to the second type, the internal stator. So the stator is internal here. Okay, the permanent magnet is, if you are looking to this, I will mark here. Two poles are there, right? So I will mark. So this is what, when you are excited, this it will be rotates. Okay, this is called the internal stator or external rotor. Rotor is external. Okay. Okay, this is the parts. Okay, so parts of the brushless DC motor. Just have to go through. This is the, just I will explain here. Okay, motor case, housing, permanent magnet, rotor. Okay, stator. This is stator. Okay, here this is one more very important point is this I will discuss later. Okay, with the animated video. All AC, there will be some sensors we have to use here to detect the rotor position. Okay, so that rotor position where it is there, it will be helpful to excite the stator so that the rotor will be moves within a synchronous speed. Okay, I will discuss later this one. Okay, fine. So this is the whatever I discussed so far is basic things about the DC brushless DC motor. Okay, so here what it is there in syllabus, it will be starts from here. It will be given here the figure which it is shown here, 7.15 cross section of a trapezoidal PMAC motor, and the discussion is started. So far whatever I discussed, it will be helpful for this point to analyze. If I am going through here, it will be very difficult to understand. So that what I done, the so far whatever I discussed, it is a basic things to know the PMAC motor and brushless motor related issues and all things. Means we should know the construction and working, how it is there. Okay, so before starting one animated video I will explain. After that I will start the syllabus. Okay, there we can easily understand, there is no doubt. I will tell you that once you know the construction and working principle of the brushless DC motor, okay, so then we can easily understand all these points whatever I put in the from the textbook. Okay, so easily we can understand. Okay. With this we'll take little break here and I will go to the animated video. Okay, so here this is the brushless DC motor. Okay, for many applications it is used, hence it is reliable, no maintenance, low cost, less noise, speed control also it will be very easy we can do. Okay, so many applications it will be used. Okay, now so before that here once I will worry on the DC motor with the brush. So already you know this one, anyhow just you have to see here the commutator and brushes are there. Brushes slides over the commutator. Okay, this is a conventional DC motor. Now the here right side which it is shown, it is a brushless DC motor which has no sliding element. Okay, no brush, hence it is called brushless. Already I have discussed. And sparking and noise also it will be reduced here, because in the brush is there means it is sparking will get. Okay, let's have the construction. This is a permanent magnet. Okay, rotor, permanent magnet rotor, and this is a stator. Okay, concentrated coils. Okay, so here these are the coils arranged to give the supply. Okay, as earlier I have discussed the A1, A2, so it is connected in this form. Just you have to recall, just now I have discussed. Okay, similarly it will be connected to the B1, B2, C1, C2. Okay, and when you are excited, it will be acts as an electromagnet, and the poles are created. So the due to the magnet interaction imposed by the electromagnet on the permanent magnet. So this is the precise sequence of excitation. So as I told earlier, the precise sequence of excitation is important here to move the electromagnets. Okay, so here the first they will here we are giving a sequence 1 1 2 3. Okay, so what it will be happens if you are giving the 1, so the rotor root will be attracts to the 1, and I am removing the excitation to the 1 and I am giving to the 2, so the rotor will be moved to the second one. Okay, so here just I will go back and I will okay, so just try to analyze here. If I am giving to the supply to the 1, the rotor will be moved to the come to the 1, and next excitation sequence I am removing 1 and I am giving to the 2, so what it will be happens, the rotor will becomes to the second one. So like that it will be moves. Now the torque, it will be just now you are seeing the torque will be constant because it will be rotating in the constant speed and torque is developed. Okay, so here the sensor related, just what it is there, sensor related, we are giving the excitations to the rotor, so that we should know the position of the rotor. Hence we are using here Hall effect will go here. Okay, so torque we will get the constant torque we will get in the all 360 degrees, and here the sensors, what it is there, we want here we are exciting the stator coil, so that we should know the rotor position. So hence the some sensors, Hall effect sensors usually you are using, and that position you are giving to the electronic controller, so that we are switching. Okay, so and one more thing here, the waveform, just I will tell you what it will be there. Okay, so when you are the coil is excited to the 1, so what it will be happens, it will be say it is when your excitation will be given, I think it is stopped. Okay, so what it will be happens, the current it will be flows to the excitation coil 1. Okay, and it will be off for the this duration. Okay, I will discuss how much duration you are given to the excitation, and next when you are given I will discuss in later, but here you have to try to understand that the excitation is given first phase, R phase. Okay, R phase you are given here. Okay, B phase, RY phase, B phase. Okay, so here the excitation will be given. Okay, and you are remote, so this portion is remote, and here it is given. Okay, so this the sequence of giving a excitation to the coil. Okay, so what it will be happens, it will be rotate the rotor. Okay, there will be attraction and repulsion force, it will be creates. I repeat here, attraction and repulsion force. So repulsion force means when it will be attracted when this 2 is excited, so what it will be happens, the attraction it will be take place, whereas this it is gone supply, so that repulsion, or we can say that the pole it will be removed, so that the attraction force it will be drives the rotor in this direction. Okay, okay, so here Okay, with this I conclude this session. Next class, next video class, I will discuss the DC trapezoidal DC motor, asynchronous motor, how it will be works and how the excitations we are giving, and when you are removing, and how the trapezoidal waveform we will get. Okay, everything I will discuss. Okay, so far whatever I discussed, I will conclude here that the construction of the DC brushless DC motor and working. Okay, and types. Okay. Okay, with this I conclude. Thank you. And